Invoking the right to privacy ruling of the Supreme Court, Facebook owned messaging platform WhatsApp has moved the Delhi High Court to challenge the traceability provision in the new IT Rules 2021, contending that this breaks end to end encryption and impermissibly infringes upon users' fundamental right to privacy and freedom of speech. The company also claims it will have to re engineer the whole application just for the Indian market, which is unlikely. So, what are WhatsApp's contentions and how has the government responded?
Now, WhatsApp is saying that the new IT rules, specifically one clause, which is traceability, is unconstitutional, and it's gone to the Delhi High Court asking for it to be struck down. Now, these rules were notified on February 25th, and May 25th was the last date for social media companies to comply with these rules. They were given around 3 months to comply with the new rules. WhatsApp is invoking the Puttaswamy judgment and saying that these traceability clause is unconstitutional and the court should strike it down. It's saying that it'll cause a violation of the right to privacy, it'll lead to human rights violation, and the court should also ensure that its employees don't face criminal charges because of non-compliance with the traceability clause. And in response to WhatsApp's lawsuit, the government has said that this is an act of defiance. They've said that right to privacy is indeed respected by the Indian government, but it'll come with reasonable restrictions. And the government has also said that their demands are much less, and that the tracer clause actually only applies in certain cases where the content is, say, against the sovereignty and the integrity of Indian state. It could harm friend relations with other state, or it's sexually explicit content, or content which has rape materials or child sexual abuse content. So that's where social media intermediaries will be required to trace the originator, and it will be based upon a legal order from a court will likely direct social media companies to trace the originator. The reason why the government wants social media intermediaries to find the first originator of a post or a message is because they're saying that a lot of fake news is spread via platforms such as WhatsApp, Facebook. Messages tend to go viral definitely on Facebook and WhatsApp as well. And we've seen that in the past there have been riots, lynch mobs because of what was spread on social media. And the government basically wants to know who started the mischief. To quote from their press release, who started the mischief, and they need to find out the originator of the message, and that's why this clause has been put in the IT rules. So WhatsApp's argument against the traceability clause in the intermediary rules is that it will affect its end-to-end encryption system. Now, what is end-to-end encryption? Basically, it means that no third party can read a message. Only the recipient and the sender can read and see the message. This means that not even law enforcement agencies, not even cyber criminals, not even WhatsApp can read the messages, because WhatsApp doesn't store them on its servers. Of course, people do back up their chats to, say, a Google Drive or iCloud, depending on which phone you're using. But that's something that users do out of choice. WhatsApp per se doesn't collect and keep a track of these messages. Now, the traceability clause will mean that WhatsApp will actually have to track each and every single message which is sent on the platform, not just messages which could be deemed illegal or might be problematic by the Indian government or any other government, but it would have to track every single message in order to find the originator, even if that's possible. And that will definitely mean that its end-to-end encryption system will have to go. So as WhatsApp has argued, traceability will not work, at least not without breaking end-to-end encryption. Now, end-to-end encryption also ensures that just like law enforcement agencies can't get in, third parties such criminals also cannot get in, and cyber criminals cannot also access the system. And if people feel that their messages are being read by someone else, if their messages are being intercepted perhaps and collected by someone else, it will definitely impact free speech. And people might not be so free on these platforms. It won't really be private messaging, because you'll always be worried that who else can access these messages. Is it being stored somewhere else? Because if WhatsApp has to implement traceability, and say, even if they decide to digitally fingerprint each message, say they added a digital signature to each and every message, then that means they will have to create a database, store all of that information, and that will definitely impact privacy on the platform. At the moment, WhatsApp says they can't do it. At least they can't find the originator of a message by tracing each and every single message without breaking into encryption. WhatsApp does say that they have teams which help out law enforcement agencies, and that they do respond to legal and valid requests for accounts and give whatever information that they have, which they've always stressed is very limited information. Even if you actually download what data WhatsApp collects about you, WhatsApp doesn't keep a log of who you're messaging, or who you're calling, how many times you're calling someone. It only keeps a log of your profile picture, your name, your status, whatever that WhatsApp status that you have, the contact numbers that you that are uploaded, which are required because you're messaging someone else. So that data is very limited. They're not keeping every single message stored on their server, and traceability would mean that they will have to comply with something like this, and it would actually mean they'll have to re-engineer the app for India, which I don't see them doing, at least for just one market, because that'll also mean that they'll run foul of privacy laws in other countries. So yeah, for WhatsApp to store every single message will also mean a lot of financial burdens, and they'll have to set up data centers perhaps to keep these messages. Remember, India is the largest market for them as well. We have 450 million users who are constantly texting each other, and as WhatsApp will have to store every single message that's coming out of India. If this traceability clause continues, it'll definitely mean a lot more burden. It'll also mean a lot of data collection on part of WhatsApp. And as WhatsApp is stressed, we're living in a time where companies are being asked by users and even governments to collect less and less data about their users. So by collecting every single message, WhatsApp would have to impact to the exact opposite of privacy expectations at the moment. So definitely this will not be something that WhatsApp would want to do, because the app, even when it started, has always stressed on user privacy. Yes, they are owned by Facebook, and there's been controversy over the new privacy policy, which is being shared about data sharing with Facebook. But that doesn't mean that WhatsApp doesn't have end-to-end encryption. It doesn't mean that WhatsApp is storing messages and reading them. And the traceability clause will definitely, if it continues, could definitely mean a change in all of that.